A boutique Melbourne brewer is challenging beverage giant Carlton and United Breweries for the right to use dozens of historic beer labels. The Thunder Road Brewing Company argues the labels are part of a shared heritage, but CUB says it owns them and it's not about to share. As Amy Bainbridge reports, it'll all be coming to a head at a trademark hearing in Melbourne tomorrow morning.
Australian beer drinkers' tastes are changing.
We're all just drinking boutique beers at the moment and they just taste better.
It's flavour for me. I find lagers pretty boring.
Once I started to delve into these microbrewery beers, one thing leads to another and then all of a sudden you're tasting beers that you never thought you'd taste before in your life.
Thunder Road Brewing Company is riding this new frontier with its own labels. It now wants to revive more than 50 historic brands, from Ballarat Bitter to Cairns Draft. The problem is they're trademarked by Carlton and United Breweries.
We claim that they've actually been hoarding these trademarks, they've been banking these trademarks, and that's in order to maintain their domination of the Australian brewing industry.
Fundamentally, these are our beers. These are part of our history, our heritage. They're really important to us.
Thunder Road will argue if you don't use your trademark for 3 years, then the owner loses the right to use them. But some legal experts say CUB's case is compelling.
It seems arguable that CUB, for many of its marks that are being challenged, does have this residual reputation. Many consumers, particularly of beers or craft beers, might be aware of the history of these marks and associate them with CUB.
It's a bold move to take on a brewing giant like CUB that also has the might of millers behind it. But in an increasingly competitive craft beer market, it's quality and taste that drinkers are looking for.
We feel that we have the right to use those trademarks so that we can bring the types of beers and many of these beers into these regional towns that they haven't seen for years.
Personally, I would love to try a beer that they were drinking in 1880 in the gold rush.
The hearing is set down for 2 days in Melbourne. Amy Bainbridge, ABC News.